Come on, turn around, camera. Ain't nobody want to look at this. But welcome to the stream, everyone. I got an hour to film El Diablo tonight. See if anyone comes in. Hey, New York Aquatics, welcome. Hanging with El Diablo. Never joined my stream. Well, that's because I had a very important stream to do. It was my 400 subscribers stream. And that's why I didn't join that first one. And I didn't know you did another one, if so, after that. But El Diablo has taken over the whole tank. Everything is his, as you can see. The convicts are no longer in their house. Let's see, 44 stream. I made a 400 subscriber live stream. So, but it's fine, I don't care. I'm just gonna make a tribute video. How you been? I've been good, New York Aquatics. How have you been? Haven't seen you on for a while. But I've been good. Diablo decided that he was gonna go off the rails and take over the whole tank. He owns the convicts' territory and the rest of the tank, but the convicts and everyone else have nowhere to go, and there's so much in the tank, he doesn't know what to do with it now. He can't single in on one thing and just destroy that. You know, he's got a lot of things to pay attention to here. So I'm going to try and get rid of everything very quickly before he just kills everything. But crappy, uh-oh. What's going on, New York Aquatics? Bro, you wanna what, Tofe? I want a pet bass someday. If you're talking peacock bass, they're pretty cool, but, they're just so hard to take care of. They take a lot of work. They need a huge tank, which I can't provide. They're not very aggressive. They need the right foods, which aren't feeders. They need a lot of nutrition. Largemouth, it's the same thing for them, Tofe. Largemouth are actually less aggressive than peacock bass. I've had a largemouth. He was pretty cool. They're not as cool as what all these other people make them out to be, though. I've been slipping, and my parents are hounding me on it. Yeah, from hang out with friends, do a ton of sitting in my room all day, never coming out. It's the same. It's the same around here for me. My grades have never been good. And they're not getting very much better either. I'm trying, though. I'm sitting in my room constantly trying to do it. And then I have to get everything done by Friday, tomorrow. Get all caught up by Friday, or else my tablet's gone. My mom says that she's just going to give up with me in school, and when I'm 15, I'm just going to get a job. So, yeah, it's pretty hard with schooling around here as well. And they hound me on it as well. But my largemouth was, he was alright. I got him hand feeding. Why is he named El Diablo? Because that, in English, is the devil. And it just sounded really cool, because that's exactly what he is the devil. But El Diablo just sounded so cool. Because he's taken over the whole tank. Gave up on me, and she wants me out of the house. But New York state law prohibits it until I'm 18. My mom says that all the time, too. She wants me out. She says when I'm 18, she's kicking me out. I'm not allowed to live here anymore. My dad has an opposite opinion, because he would never throw me out like that. But They can be amazing. I mean, you had it with a bunch in a 55. It was only 2 bluegills in a 90, and the babies. He would be awesome. Nah, peacock bass are way cooler. They're way more energetic. I've had largemouths in ponds and stuff in bigger tanks. I've had baby largemouths. They're just not that cool of a fish. They don't do anything. They sit. Alright, they're not like peacock bass where they swim around, they have a great personality. No, they find a spot in the tank and they sit there. And the reason they look so cool in all these videos is because in all of these videos, the people are going to feed them and they know that. So they act all crazy because they want food. But all the rest of the time, largemouths don't do anything. Like, I got him hand feeding and stuff. He was pretty cool. But, you know, they're not the best. I would take a peacock bass over a largemouth any day. Well, my lowest grade is a B, plus I'm almost at an A. I think I have mostly D's and an A and a B. And then I think I have an F in something. I don't know. You gonna try and take over your territory again? I'm telling you, it's not gonna work. He's gonna come over here. And, you're actually the one that he ate. And then I got him to spit back out. But he's proud of what he's done, and I am too. He is my son. And I love him. Single class, that's an A. School's hard. I hate school. I actually can't wait to get a job. I want to get a job at Pet Supplies Plus. Because I ain't working at McDonald's. There's no way I'm doing that. Screw that. No, I already am not a fan of their food already. Don't want to work there and serve it to other people. Difficulties learning. It's the same thing for me. They don't know what I have. I cannot retain any information unless it's on animals and fish. That's the only thing I can learn about is animals and fish, and the rest of it I can't. And the only A's and stuff I do have are because the school allows me to look up answers to quizzes and tests. So, if it wasn't for that, it'd be all F's more than likely as well. Anymore that ditched me. I don't have friends to hang out with either. I have one friend and I'm barely able to see him. And I do not have anyone around here as well. Just me and the fish and a YouTube channel. These live streams are my only communication I have with other kids my age, let alone other kids who like to fish. I've never met a single person in my life that was as fluent and loving about animals, and especially fish, that's my age. You know, it's never happened, so you're not alone, brother, I'm telling you. You just gotta tough through it. Oh, the Oscar vid is dropping this week. Alright, so you got film of your Oscar? Can't wait to see it. He sounds like an awesome fish. Looking at my old videos, putting together this 400 subscriber video, it's so sad that he killed him. Like, he was an awesome fish. Little update though, I lost the black mallee to ick. Bro, I had a whole tank, alright? I had a tank with a huge sunfish in here, some other sunfish, my largemouth bass, a northern pike. It was an awesome tank. Disease came in, wiped everything out. Then I bought an Oscar. This Oscar was an Oscar I got from Meyer. It died. The 3-gallon had a betta in it and some goldfish. They all died. I had them 2 guppies. They died. And I had another guppy. It died. I had not a zebra loach, a yo-yo loach in there, and it died. And then I just lost the peacock gudgeon when the water got too low. Not the water got too low, but like the temp got too low, and because the power was out and killed them. Like, I've lost many fish, like, and animals. I don't want to talk about them because it's pretty harsh. But fish I've lost many of. This is like almost the longest I've had cichlids alive, which is weird because they're the most hardy of the fish. So, killing fish is alright. I look back on it, but I don't care. Every fish I've ever killed is a lesson learned, and that's why this tank's going so good. And I'm yet again learning another lesson, that keeping a community tank with a jaguar cichlid is hard. So... Also, I haven't met anyone my age in real life that likes fish. You met me. These are the only people I've met that are my age that like fish. Everyone else is video games, skateboards, drugs. That's everyone. I don't hang out with them because I'm not into video games. I'm not into... Well, I'm sort of into skateboarding. I like biking and all of that, but... I live in, like, the middle of nowhere. There's no one around here that likes doing the stuff I do. At 7:17... There it is. It says 7:18 here. I have a picture of my Oscar. I told him to send me pics since he owns them now. Well, I can't wait to see him. Also, I'm a huge biker, but I can't because of winter. Same here, dude. Same here. If only we lived closer, we seem like a pretty good match. You know, judging by your name, you live in New York. I live all the way in Michigan. So, Saturday, I'm going with my parents to go steelhead fishing. Wanted to bring this up now. So if you guys would like me to film some of that, you know, I'm going to be after some pike, possibly muskie, catfish, and carp, and of course steelhead. And it's just going to be a blast, I think, and I'll film it if you guys want me to. You know, I don't have to, but I can. You know, it's going to be a day trip, so... But you can see, the convicts literally have nowhere to go. They have nowhere to go. They're stuck in the corner. Frank is next. This guy is like the follower. He's like he's that one dude that's friends with the jock in the school because he just gives him all sorts of compliments. You know, and so the Jag wants everything else gone except for him. So, hey Dylan, welcome to the stream. I can't believe it, dude. Bro, you don't stand a chance. Stop even trying, you little convict. Look at you. Oh, man. Oh, now you're gonna get mad and chase the African cichlid. It's not getting you anywhere, dude. This Jag's got you. You ain't getting back there. Oh, I'm just gonna take all the rocks out eventually before he, like, hurts himself with them falling. You know. Oh, yeah. You remember that green plant that was right here? It's all the way over there now. Now, I would like to know how this fish somehow got it out over this rock and pushed it and lodged it all the way over there. How? Like, how did you get that out of there without moving this rock? Like, he's magic. Hey, D, welcome. Yeah, D, what I've been talking about is the Jag took over my whole tank, and he's working on killing everything in it right now, except for the African cichlid. He's leaving the African cichlid alone for some reason, but he's trying to kill everything else. He knocked the convicts out of their territory. Now they have nowhere to go. If they go in there, they will get attacked and thrown out. If they go in there, the same fate. So... Yeah, Aquatics, welcome to the stream. Bunch of people coming in. So, E, if you didn't hear what I was just talking about, the Jag took over the whole tank, kicked the convict cichlids out of their territory and took over their territory whilst defending his. And now felony and misdemeanor have nowhere to go. So Brandon, the dude that should be buying them off me, he should be getting them in, I don't know, a few days, I'm hoping, because within like another week he's killing all of them. He's killing all of them within a week, guaranteed. They're all gonna be dead. So I need to get him out of here as quick as possible. I was about to make my betta, take my betta back to the store, but sadly he passed away today. R.I.P. Franklin, the betta. Well, I'm not too surprised, being it was living with cichlids, and also lived a life of misery because it lived with cichlids, so won't be long for all become lunch meat. Yes, they're all gonna become lunch meat. And the Strog Productions, I guess the Rocks didn't team up with the Jag because the Jag took over the whole tank, and well, now he's gonna try to go back over there, but he's gonna be chased back out. Got the convicts out of their territory, and now they like have nowhere to go because anytime that he notices they're down there or they're over here, he attacks them. Whole tank is his. They can't do nothing. Died from that good foreskin parasite. Grami I have in the tank. The cichlids didn't even notice the betta. Well, he still lived in a life of misery because he lived behind the filter, not being able to come out at all. So I would still say that's a life of misery for a betta. I mean, mine had a good life until the end. You know, he eventually jumped out and committed suicide, but yours lived a life of fear with cichlids. He came out at night. Well, that's even worse. But it's fine. He's gone now. You don't have to stress about him no more. We can all forget about it because I honestly really don't care. Because it's dead. You know? Fish dies if fish dies. I see the death of a fish unless it's something special to me like the Jag. Maybe even if the Jag was to die, I might get another Jag, but I also might get something like a Dovi or a Red Devil or something like that, you know? But death of a fish is the death of a fish. And when a fish dies, it just means I can get another fish to fit in the tank. So I see it as more of good than bad is done. You can sit on that little thing I just spoke, stare in the darkness of my dark room as I go drain the krill so it doesn't make my water disgusting. I'll be right back. I've arrived back. There's my nasty toes. But here I got some krill and a hungry Jag. That's what I mean. Peacock bass are just so cool. Sad I gotta get rid of them. You're eating them like a champ today. Yesterday, well, no, 2 nights ago, I decided to feed him some krill, and he was being picky about it. Any decisions with Dave? I'll have to take a look at your tank again, the Strog Productions, because I don't really like the setup. Nothing personal, but it's not an African cichlid setup. It's a Central American setup. I don't like it at all. And if you were to put them in there, it might mess up the balance you have in the tank as well, and they'd start killing each other. But literally all that krill is gone, and the Jag's the only one that eats it. Like, He's not going in there, remember? He's going into a 75. I'm not allowed to record. Well, I'm sorry, but without knowing what the tank looks like, I don't want to sell you the fish. But if you can get footage of the tank, and I like the setup in there, you could buy them. You could help pay for shipping as well. I'll sell them for like, I don't know, 30 bucks. I bought them for 16. There's a rare sight. There's the catfish. Cat's going nuts. We actually just got him back from getting his nuts cut off. So he wouldn't run away when we let him outside now. But you know, at one point I was thinking about keeping I was thinking about keeping Frank and the Jag. But now seeing what he has done to the convicts, I don't think only Frank and the Jag would stand a chance, you know. Bro, this is a tip, not trying to get into your personal life, and I'm very sorry, but I stay in school, so you get a job with lots of money, and it means more fish. The thing is, you do not know me. You do not know how my life works, so school is not helping me, and I'm not learning, and it's not my choice. I have to get a job because my mom is going to make me get a job. It just be Aquatics, welcome to the stream. Just hanging out with El Diablo right here. Smash the like button, thank you. Thank you so much, it means a lot. Tofe, you didn't have to retract that, dude, it's fine. What's up, El Diablo? Yeah. He's doing pretty good. Nothing's up except for the rest of the fish up in the top water column of the tank because he took over the whole thing today. Like this morning, I seen the look in his eyes. He had an intent to take over the whole tank. So what he did is he sat right there. That's where his nose was. And he sat right there, and all morning for like 3 hours, he just flared at the convicts. Not attacking them. He just flared at them. Alright. And he slowly inched his way into the territory to the point where he had the male convict, this guy, the defender, cornered. Eventually, he swam off. He chased him, attacked him. Boom. Now that's his. So, if you like reptiles, oh man, I do like reptiles. In my 2,000-gallon pond, I'm going to have a couple of large painted turtles in there. And I'm eventually going to get a python again. I miss my old one. I'm going to have another water snake. Northern water snake, that is. And probably some more eastern garters because I like the red patterning on them. In the summer, I have everything. Anything that I catch in the wild, I keep it for the summer and release it in the end of summer. So, the turtles wouldn't be released. They'd be kept in a little tank, probably in the front room or something like that, to where they could be a little bit warmer. But also, can you explain the detail? What's wrong with my 15? That's a 15-gallon? I didn't know that was a 15-gallon. That's even worse now because if it's the tank I think it is, it has a whole bunch of plants in it, 2 Jack Dempseys, what was it? I think some black skirt tetras. It had that betta in it, which I don't know more. Had a couple of other things in there too. That's an incredibly overstocked tank, especially for a couple of Jack Dempseys. A couple of Jack Dempseys alone, at that size, need at least a 40 breeder. So, thing I don't like about snakes is feeding them, even frozen. My favorite reptiles, definitely turtles. I like turtles. I like turtles too. Turtles' fins aren't in there permanently. Well, if it's a small grow-out tank, they're not going to grow too much, basically. What's going to happen is, depending on how long you have them in there, it's going to stunt their growth, meaning they're not going to grow very much if you put them in there. Which they are in there. If they're in there for like a month, they're not going to grow to their full size guaranteed. It's the largest I could get. At the time, my mom said, until we move, this is the largest tank I have. Well, if it's the largest tank you had, you shouldn't have gotten the fish that are in there. Which, yes, I do know. I have a peacock bass in a 55. That was my mistake. And you know what? He's stunted and malnourished because he can't eat the right food because I can't provide it to him. That's why I'm getting rid of him. So, a 15-gallon especially is too small. I know the Jack Dempsey's are really small, but if you were to have a 15-gallon, only have like the black skirt tetras and a couple of other really tiny things, and that's really it. Eventually you won't even be able to have the black skirts with the JDs anyway. They'll end up killing them. But that's really all you'd be able to have in there. 15-gallon is only probably about as long as a 10-gallon, maybe a little wider, and it's just really tall. I didn't get a really good look at it, but from what I seen, I did not like it. So I grew my Oscar in a 10. You shouldn't have. Why would you grow your Oscar in a 10-gallon? Like, come on. How big did you let him get in there? That is way too small of a tank. Like a 40 breeder's too small. Grow, yes, but he would not grow that much in a 10-gallon. Like, Frank's barely growing at all in a 55. Like, imagine an Oscar in a 10. Like, dang. Cichlid tank, 55 at least for a grow-out tank like this is. This was meant to be a grow-out tank, and in the future, I would have a 100-gallon for Frank and the Jag. But that ain't going to happen anytime soon, and the Jag ended up taking over the tank, and is going to kill everything, so everything has to go. Kept a common pleco in a 10-gallon, then a 20, and then a 30, and he was massive after 10 or 11 years before he died. That's the thing. Common plecos grow really, really slow, like really slow. They don't grow that fast at all. So, in a small tank like that, it has a little bit more time before it gets big. Jack Dempsey's grow at about the rate of a Jag, which is just a little bit slower than an Oscar. I've had mine for about 8 months, and it's almost 8 inches. That's like an inch a month. So 1 month would knock the fish's all over size as an adult 1 inch. Basically, is how that would work. He was there with goldfish by mistake. Alright. A couple of African cichlids in the same tanks before they died. In a small tank, the death thing is an understatement. Missed my comment. Oh, not big. I kept upgrading. It was in a 40 breeder, and then it was 7 inches, and that's when I gave him to my friend. Okay. Alright. I guess that's okay, because I'm guessing you're saying you moved it to a 40 breeder pretty fast. My Oscar's a year and a half old, and about, they're at 8 inches. He should be a little bit bigger at a year and a half old. They get more of the 10 to 12 inches within a year. A lot of people, when they first get fish, they only get a 10-gallon and put an Oscar in it. Yeah, that's what a lot of people do because it's a cute, playful fish, and they don't realize it's going to get huge. But, you know, he's in 75 alone because he's massive and kills everything. That's understandable. He might be stunted. What might be stunted? Oh, yeah. Your Oscar might be stunted. Probably not a lot, but a little bit for sure. Not trying to sound rude, but I guess when I rescape my aquarium, I'll take the fish back to my local fish store and get some little Danios Neon Tetras. I mean, that's what I'd do. Or since you said you have the 75, I'd put the Jack Dempsey's in there. I'd put the Jack Dempsey's in the 75 for sure. Like, don't get... If you have to, then yeah. Mine isn't stunted because he's about a year now, a little younger. and almost 10 inches now. Well, that's because it seemed that you moved it 10 gallon. Oh, holy crap, this thing's growing fast. I should move it to a 40 breeder before it gets too late, and you did. And then you got rid of it when it outgrew that. So that's the thing that you should be doing. You know, like, that's how it should work. You, like, 40 breeders way too small of an Oscar, and I'm glad you seen that. You know, a 55's too small for an Oscar. You know, it's only a foot wide tank. You can't have an Oscar in there forever. You know, it can't have a Jag in there forever. The only thing that could live in a 55 forever would be a Texas cichlid, because they max out at 8 to 10 inches. Way smaller. I'm moving mine to a pool pond. Man, what's the big thing about pool ponds? They're not that cool. I think pool ponds are ugly, really. I don't like the look of them. Unless you get that natural look with plants and sand and gravel in there and stuff, it's just ugly. Like, it's a pond. It's suspended above the ground, and there's this whole area that you can't look in. You know, it would look much cooler if you, like, dug a big hole and buried it in there. That would look awesome. You know, and I know for a lot of people, it's not the style of the pond, but it would make the fish and everything so much cooler if it was. Because then imagine all the wild bugs and stuff that would get in there. All the bugs and all the frogs. If you're in the south, all the lizards. You know, a whole bunch of things would wander into there, and it would trigger predatory instincts and give them a snack, which would make them more aggressive. You know, just make it cooler. I would prefer one that's buried under the ground. That's what I'm doing with my 2000, at least. Which it's going to take a long time to dig, but... Well, I was about to get him a 90, but we were about to move from Maine to here. And didn't want to risk his life or risk the tank getting broken, so my friend wanted him, granted him in a 20 for a week while the 75 was cycling. Alright. Selling my favorite fish on eBay, or somebody my 3 or 4 inch electric blue Acara. I'll take care of him for you. I mean, he has about a 10% chance of survival, but I'll take him. Ooh. Look at you. You're trying to take over your territory again. Ooh. Oh, man, you're done. It's too cold in the winters for Oscars. It is. You just wait, little dude. He's gonna get back there, and he's gonna take that back. You ain't got nothing. And he's gonna take that back. You ain't got nothing. Tomorrow you won't have a territory yet again. I'm just gonna take the rocks out of there so you stop claiming it. And I'm getting a little tired of how long Brandon's taking, so I'm gonna take out a lot of the convict stuff. And if they get killed, if they get killed, if they get killed, they get killed. It's his fault for not taking them sooner. It's a female car. If you want for real to breed, they won't breed. It's a female Acara. They wouldn't even pair up. They're nowhere near each other. Just not good enough. He'd just kill it. When are your convicts going? It depends on when Brandon wants to come get them. And tomorrow I'm gonna be taking out all the convicts' rocks. So to heighten the chances of the Jag killing them. Because I'm getting a little bored of waiting and I want them gone. Because they're cool fish, but they're just boring now. And if you're thinking about putting them in your Red Devil tank, I wouldn't advise it, because they just die. About to feed the Red Devil, and he's waiting and watching. Talking about breeding a male and female Acara. I don't have another tank for that. Or else I would probably be breeding convict cichlids to feed to Frank. Because if I had another tank, that's what I'd be doing. Inside, I'll keep my Oscars in my house. In the north, they're better off in your house. I was thinking about getting a pool pond, but they are really ugly. Not only are they really ugly, but they need a lot of maintenance and special filters. Ooh, let's see. Dude, this fish. Watch, that male convict's gonna come out and try to... Oh, I missed it. Screw my reflexes. I don't even know who won that one. I don't think any of them won. A little thud. He's getting better. Awesome. He will get better, too. Now Cody is looking at the fish. Don't stick your paw in there. You might not have one at the end of the day. Let's see if I can get you to eat cichlid staple. Because he won't eat it. He, like, sees the color green or something and feels the texture and he's like, nah, I'm not about this. Screw you. You're getting down. You're not sitting in my chair. No, this is my chair. You go over there. My seat. I'll sit on you. No. No. I'll ram you. Come on, let's just get this opened. Keep it a 15-gallon is a... however spelled. I don't know what you're talking about, but... really, a 15-gallon isn't good for really any cool-looking predatory fish. If you jump up here again, no. Stay down, Cody. Be gone, Coder. See. Will you eat the hated cichlid staple? See, the African cichlid won't even try the cichlid staple. Sucks for you guys. It's probably the only thing I'm putting in there. So you grow. Look. Look, even you tried to eat it. It's like this little fish with sharp teeth that gets only like 4 or 5 inches. Well, it gets only 4 or 5 inches. That's still overstocking a 15-gallon. For them little tanks, I usually would go by the inch per gallon rule. Like, not really good for any predatory fish that eats other fish close to its size, at least. Maybe rams, I guess, in a 15-gallon. That's it. Possibly an epistogramma. Trying to find a bigger tank for cheap. Go on Let Go. Let Go has some nice sized tanks for cheap. I seen a 135-gallon for like $80. Saying if it's the only fish in there. Yeah, it's still overstocked. 15-gallon is only like, I don't know, about that long. 5 inches is about right there, so that doesn't leave any room for the predatory fish to be a predatory fish. You know? Like a 300-gallon. Possibly, I don't know about that, though. Look at you, you're trying to eat them. Come on, Diablo, this is your chance to take over that territory again. Though I know you will do it tomorrow. I have a story to tell. Tell your story. I'm going to end the stream in a little bit, so tell it quick. Or no, don't rush yourself. In a sec, okay. Just bad as cichlid. Just take it outside, wait till we move. Yeah, you can get something like that. Just some really small ones. Anything that gets up to, I don't know, this long, all the way up to about that long, I guess, could live in a 15-gallon. Because he's like at the 5-inch mark right now. Okay. Or Tofe, you can stream, and I can watch your stream. Hey, sorry I'm lying. That's all right. But basically, here's what happened. He's trying to retake it over, but today, the Jaguar cichlid took over the convict cichlid's territory, and it looks like he's taking it back over, but that won't last long because he's gonna do it again. But he's basically taken over the whole tank. Eventually, he's killing the male convict. They've been getting into fights all day. And, just, I don't know, like 4 hours ago, he had the whole tank taken over. So, yeah, the convicts are sort of doomed. I was planning to stream, but I'll watch Tofe's instead. Alright. Then you. Thank you. But it's basically what's happening. Diablo's taken over the tank, and everything is going to be his slave, which he will eventually kill. Let's actually, let's play with him. Oh, he knows I'm going to play with him too. Let's take this. Come on, come after it. Do you, like, still not want this as your territory or something? Look, he's trying to fight it. It's your territory. I guess you only get mad at it if it's over here. Aren't you getting mad at it? Come on, dude. Don't be a wuss. Let's go, bro. Let's go. What you doing, huh? Huh? What you doing? This thing gets down in your gravel, starts moving around. Oh, there you go. Look at you. Oh yeah, you don't you don't like that. Come on, bro. Don't be a wussy. You took over a whole tank today. Is it just not matched for you? Yeah, I'll put it back then. What about me? Huh? Man, look at them teeth. You guys can't see anything that I'm seeing, but my face is pressed up against the glass. No, don't turn away from me. I want to keep looking at your teeth. Some big teeth in there. Oh. Shaky cam. Whatever, you win, El Diablo. I guess I have to put cichlid gold in there. Warning for anyone who has cichlids, they do not like cichlid staple. Cichlids don't like cichlid staple. They like gold though. Daniel bit me on the finger and drew blood. Doubt it, but I'll believe you. Careful. Don't keep rubbing that gravel near the tank seal. The tank seal is all the way down here. The gravel is right here, almost 3 inches thick. And that's where I'm putting it down to, is right about there. So it's not hitting it. So I'll just dig up your territory and you're just going to be a little wussy tonight, huh? What about Frank? Ooh, Frank, go after it. Get it, Frank. Come on. Come on, Frank. No? Alright. Here, do you wanna see how boring it is to watch a peacock bass eat? I'll be right back. Alright, so right here, got a frozen bloodworm cube. And I'm going to show you how boring it is to feed a peacock bass. Alright, you guys ready? Ready? There you go. That's it. Nothing interesting about it. Surprised I actually was able to get the attack on film. But that is what it is like to feed a peacock bass. You don't see anything. He hears it hit the water and he eats it and it's gone. And you will never see it again until it comes out the other end. Fish Tropic, welcome. Still got 2 months with my fish before I take them back. I better take good care of them while I have them. Yeah, I moved the Jack Dempsey's out of the 15-gallon for sure. Into the 75, and you won't have to take them back. But I'm going to be ending it in a few moments here. Actually, I'm going to end it right now because I don't have much more time. Thank you all so much for joining. It means a lot to me. Hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to hit that like button. And I will keep you guys updated because I will be getting a female jag for him in this tank. I will. He's getting a female jag. Flex Spinks. Welcome to the stream, but I'm ending it right now. So, thank you for joining in. Make sure to hit that like button, everybody. And I will be getting a female jag, and everyone else will be leaving or getting killed by El Diablo. I might stream tomorrow, but might not. He's killing the female jag. He might. He might kill the female jag, and if he does, that's a story to tell, and that's a lesson learned that I can promote on my YouTube channel, because another fish dead is just another one to try out. So, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Fish on, and Tofei's going to